What's happening, everybody? Trey here, and today reactions to the classics. It is going to be a full album reaction to Alex G and his 2012 record Rules. I want to shout out our big time Alex G fan in RTTC who actually introduced us here at the channel to Alex G and his music. Shane, been a long time supporter and patron and friend of the channel, man. Always appreciate you. And we actually did a full track by track review of Trick, another Alex G record, but we're going to be looking at Rules today. Pretty short album. We are going to include the bonus tracks, so 13 songs, 34 minutes, just so you kind of know what you are in for. And before we kind of get going, due to copyright, the music will not be included in this video, but you can check out the link down below, and it'll have the full video in there with the music included, and you can check that out. But all that to say, let's just kind of get into the quick facts of this record. Not as much research on this record, just because it was so early in Alex G's career, man. But let's have fun with it. Shane noted this is easily Alex G's most chill album. I also think it's one of his best lyrically. Shane's favorite songs on this are Comeback, Rules, Miss, Master, Message, Sandy. Sandy is one of the best songs I've ever heard about growing up. As I noted, this was released in January 2012 on Bandcamp. Third album, self-released. A little bit about Alex G himself. He's had 8 studio records. His music is often characterized as indie rock with a bit of a lo-fi aesthetic due to him recording a lot of his music by himself in his home. He's frequently compared to Elliott Smith, who is a big influence of his and one of my favorite singer-songwriters ever. He stated that his creative process consists of him usually working alone in his room with his guitar and adding other instruments later. When asked about working in a professional studio, he replied, "I feel like I'm eventually going to have to do that, but I just don't want to because I don't know how to work all that stuff and I don't want anyone else to have control. I just want to follow my own ideas. I'm uncomfortable doing it any other way." The early days, man, the early days here with Rules. So enough talk, man. Let's just get going in this. As always, I'm going to have the lyrics pulled up for all of these tunes, and we're going to start it off with the first track. A lot of these are short, sweet to the point songs. So we're going to start this off with Water. Thank you again to Shane for bringing this to me, man. And let's get our Alex G on, y'all. All right, starting Rules off with the track Water, just obviously repeating those 2 lines. Water's all I need, now I can go back to sleep. The highlight here was that guitar work that kind of swirled up as the song continued to ramp up, and that outro kind of, faking us out a little bit, where you think he's going to keep going with kind of the riff there, and then switches it up, and again, it has that characteristic, Alex G laid back, chilled vocal delivery there, and I think this works really well as an intro, just kind of getting us what I assume to be familiar with kind of the style and the vibe of what this album's gonna bring us, man. And now we're gonna go to the track Come Back. This is where we really get the proper introduction to Alex G's songwriting abilities here. And I was getting in, just from first listen interpretation, kind of twofold. Mad not only at himself for his shortcomings, but also that has affected kind of his relationship with others. And noting, made my promise and I'm keeping it for kicks. I really didn't think it would stay in like this. Took my medicine and spit it on the ground. The fingers down my throat, they make a gurgle sound. Like, it's kind of very intense right there, man. Again, makes you kind of think of, and I don't believe this song's talking about like a mental institution, but seeing stuff from movies, they take their medicine and then make them kind of throw it up. And he says, wish I could come back down. I think kind of from whatever funk he's kind of in, whatever state he's in. I know you could easily kind of read in a maybe drug influence as well, like I'm on the high, wish I could come back down as well. But I think this is more talking about his overall mental state. Something creepy buried right below the skin. Yeah, you said you'd cut it out if I won't let you in. She said she was sorry, but I didn't really care. I didn't get it right, but I was almost there. So again, now we're getting that interrelational right there with this girl was it a love interest? We don't know, but she said she was sorry, but he's already maybe so far gone that he doesn't really care about that anymore. And though he has that desire to come back down, touch the ground, it doesn't look like that's going to be feasible for him at this moment, man. Strong tune right there, and again, the guitar work was quite solid, man, quite solid, and it works well. Kind of how unrestrained that is with how laid back that the vocal performance is. But anyways, man, now we're gonna go to track number 3. Fighting, bringing it, man, with my favorite moment on the album thus far with the baby, I think you're fine. I thought that was just so lovely, man. Working, it kind of goes up in that higher register, and the guitar work yet again, man. Just 3 tracks and just there's such a unique tone, I guess, in the guitar, man, that makes you kind of know right away, oh, that's a, Alex G, even though it has that characteristics of some of that, kind of lo-fi indie type of, sound that kind of predominated the 2010s in that genre, man. It's still, Alex G's able to kind of take that idea and still make it his own. And lyrically here we get, again, a bit more intense with a relationship and saying, starting off, I think tonight I want to fight. My sweetheart's coming down. One more smack on me, you'll see knuckles start to bleed. He says, then you've been on my mind. You're right on time. Just say you're mine. I'm wanting to meet up with her. And if you go fast, it sure won't last. Kick my ass. The moment's past. So kind of blending that sense of that fighting with then that love and just kind of that turmoil that is in there. And he notes that, hey, you think I'm strange, maybe deranged. I'm not the same, but I love your game here. I'll be curious y'all's interpretation on what exactly, who's kind of fighting who here. It seems like the main character here is the one kind of getting beat down. Who's he getting, beat down from? Is it? I don't think it's the love interest, that's taking it out on him. But who knows? Maybe there's a little bit of that in there as well. But whatever the case may be, man, lovely tune, gorgeous on the ears. And now we're gonna go up. The thing with these, man, with these short tracks, it goes quick. Track number 4, Wicked Boy, bringing a bit of a darker veneer kind of to the sound here, a bit more kind of downbeat and whatnot, and especially that ending guitar, a bit almost ominous in a sense with some of those stray notes coming in, ding, 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 yeah, and going into the lyricism starts. Real men walk on the outside, repeats that, and they take it for the team. The piss comes through your jeans to the outside. I guess just I think like, oh man, I'm so scared, I'm just gonna, kind of piss my pants type of deal. I don't know if that's what he was going for, but then we get the chorus, the refrain, wicked boy. I like the way that Alex G kind of brought a little bit of his signature vocal delivery to that. And then now it switches to real men hide on the outside, and you think you want to die, but I watch you close your eyes. Oh, it's all right. So that whole idea of, man, I really want to die, this is so awful type of thing. But you close your eyes, you realize, okay, maybe that'll be all right, and tomorrow will be a new day type of situation. Again, I don't know if that's what he was going for there, but that's what I'm getting off that listen, man. Not as strong as the previous couple tracks there, but still had its own characteristics to make it stand out a little bit in my mind. And now we're gonna go to one of the longer songs on here. We got Candy. All right, Candy, which bringing something totally different than anything we've had on this record so far, y'all. We had that punchier bass line in particular made it stand out a little bit, and then at the end there kind of had that distorted vocal, which I thought stood as a bit unique here. It seems like somebody's just kind of getting these commands and demands just thrown out at them constantly. Keep your body in the air, shut your mouth, you stay up there, don't let them see you like this, wash your face and hide your wrist. I thought that was the most powerful line of the song, man. Don't let them see you like this. I'm thinking that means, kind of distraught in a, kind of a hurt position type of deal. Wash your face, maybe to hide maybe the tears or whatnot, and then hide your wrist. That makes me think, oh, did somebody kind of cut themselves, self-harm type of deal. Right there, that was in the second little couplet, and that's how you knew, okay, this is going to be a little bit serious, man. And then that taking something that's usually seen as good, like candy. You'll go down, but you're gonna stain my teeth, rot my mouth, kind of turning those conventions on their head, type of deal. And I thought that was a cool simile that Alex G used right there, man. And again, keep the water inside you. You will speak when spoken to. Again, just getting that sense of that almost, kind of abusive, verbally, relationship or whatever the case may be. But strong tune right there, man. And now we're going to go to one of Shane's favorite. We have Miss, which is the longest tune on here at only 3:20. Wow, Miss coming in here. That was my favorite, not only instrumental. I thought the addition of the keys in there, and I don't even know what else was kind of buried in the background. But not only was it my favorite instrumental, favorite lyrics on here as well. And this is definitely going to be amongst my favorite tunes at the end, man. Just starting off, we get that opening kind of piano to kind of set the mood in there, and just had a very unique sound to it. And we obviously get introduced. There's a breakup that occurred, man. She doesn't want to see me tonight, not for a minute, not for a second. She says, nothing here for you to make right. I said, I miss you so bad. She says, and then it just trails off. She didn't say anything to this man, which is just a gut punch, man. And definitely a tune that I think really encapsulates that heartbreak that can occur after a relationship goes up in flames, so to speak. And he notes, I guess I don't need her around. You try to justify it to yourselves. I just do what I do best when I'm down. I paint the problem into a picture, twist my arm till I make a sound. Try to make sense of it, put it into his art in a sense. And then it ends with that great couplet. I said I miss you so bad, she says. And then it's nothing, man. Ooh, very well done by Alex G on this one. Bravo. And that's one that'll be in rotation for me. And now we're going to go to just an instrumental here. As we hit about halfway through the record, we have Master. All right, Master instrumental, man. Letting Alex G kind of let loose with the electric guitar, man, and just get rocking here. And I think it works well kind of in the track listing here. We've had a lot of kind of intense and powerful lyricism, some heavy emotions here. So just especially coming off of Miss, just kind of letting that guitar let loose. Decent drums in the background too. Not one that I listen to out of context on the record, but I think it works well kind of as part of the album experience. And we're gonna follow that up with New, bringing the kind of heavy themes yet again here. We're introduced in this song to, we have Bobby and Jan, our two main characters. Bobby driving all alone to the park by the creek, meeting up with Jan, pass the bill, shakes her hand. So just going with that, I was thinking, okay, is this kind of like a prostitution situation? But as the song progressed, I don't hold that interpretation anymore. But Jan got home then after 10, woke her dad, went to bed, woke up cold in the night from a voice in her head. Who are you? I guess it's what we do to be new. So again, just bringing forth that voice in your head, man, that, those thoughts get racing, especially at night, and you start to question yourself, your being, what you're doing in life. And then we get introduced to Bobby, waking up at noon. He locks himself in his room, uses a belt on his back, man, and gets high. Then he goes, picks up Jan, drives her home. She don't talk, but she knows why the boy's fever grows. Again, talking about Bobby there. Just two people that are kind of in a rough spot, it seems, and trying to kind of find some solace in one another. And it's a heavy tune, man, and yet again, I enjoyed kind of the guitar work as always, and just that whispery Alex G vocal delivery. It sounds so soft and pleasant, and delivering some of these hard hitting lines makes it hit different, man. Makes it hit different for sure. And now we're gonna go to the next track. Know Now. I'll say that 10 times fast. All right, Know Now, bringing it, man. It's short and to the point. I think the highlights here are pretty obvious. Those layered vocals, man. You have I Know Now What I Want, kind of in his regular, more just monotone voice, and then hitting that higher note with I Know Now. So I thought that was really tight how it was all layered together, and then he almost had like a marching drum type of a beat at the very end on the percussion to kind of end us out, man, and almost like a beacon of a light kind of in this record, and an epiphany has been hit. I know now what I want. I hope you find people watching wherever you are, know what you want in life, man. Sometimes easier said than done. But we're going to go now to Rules, the title track to this record. Only 4 songs left. Sheesh, man, it's going quick. Man, lovely tune. Quite enjoyed the subject matter on this. And this had one of the kind of just lightest sounds on the record, man. Kind of happy-go-lucky in a sense with the melody in the background, and again, kind of had made me think of Animal Crossing for some reason at the very end, just with some of the sound effects that he was putting in there, and again, talking. We've all been there. We've all been teenagers, where you have these rules above you, man. This is right. This is wrong. Why don't you understand? Clean that mess. Wear that dress. I want you to be happy. I guess. I think those lines kind of coming from that parent perspective. And then we get the lovely little chorus in there. Mama says, "Where'd you go?" And I quite enjoyed Alex G's vocal performance on that. Daddy says, "Where do you go?" Baby says, "Don't you go." And then we kind of get into a little bit more grander concept, saying, "We're tools. I won't believe, hate my need to be a little part of a machine. We're all part of a machine, even if we don't want to be, man. Whether that's the machine of your family that's existing, or just the machine of society, man. We're all playing our part, and whatever little ways that we can." And then just going, "Don't you dare ask why. I'll be with you all the time." Of course, growing up too, especially in adolescence and merging into that young adulthood, just wondering, why do I got to do this? Why do I got to do that? I think it's that tough line as a parent where, you've got to set these rules and boundaries in place, yet also give your kids that freedom to kind of explore the world themselves. And, everybody has a different parenting technique and style, man. And whatever the case may be, though, I think most of us have been frustrated growing up, like, man, I wish I could just be on my own and do this and not have all these rules hanging over me. And I think Alex G got that sense there quite well. And now we're gonna go to Message. What a tune right here, man. Not only first half of the song, really just that instrumental going in with that electric guitar, probably my favorite guitar work on the record up to this point, and then it strips away. We go into an acoustic ballad, so to speak, with some lyrics that hit home, man. Every year I'm getting older, but every day I feel the same. And when I feel like I got no one, at least I can hear the rain. There's senses where I felt like this, and even recently it felt like that, man. As the years and months kind of get ticking, you're older physically, but yeah, you kind of feel the same. I mean, I know I'm a YouTube superstar, but I kid. That's sarcasm, y'all. But it goes in, and then you kind of see other people and see them, how much they've changed, which is in the line. But I'm just stuck here by your window. Oh, look how you have changed. Seeing the other people evolve in their lives and feeling that you're kind of still stuck in that same place, man. It's an awkward feeling, and I think Alex G really did a wonderful job, man. Wonderful job putting that into words, and coupling that with arguably the best guitar work on the record at the start of the song. Whew. Message gonna be in my favorites for sure, as I'm sure this next tune is. I'm familiar with this one. We have Sandy. here, which, is another name that Alex G goes by. And these next two were bonus tracks on the album. This was actually the first song he ever uploaded to his Bandcamp. I know it's one of his more famous type of tunes, man. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, the great Sandy coming in here, and I mean, I know Shane said in his little intro paragraph that he thinks this is one of the best songs about growing up there is, and I really think it gets that those themes of growing up and that angst and those thoughts as you are 14 years old, man, and just kind of finding yourself and your place and who you are. It's a very tough thing that even obviously adults still struggle with, man. And starting up, I like the songwriting technique, kind of starting every verse with my name is Sandy, I'm 14 years old. And just a quick note on the guitar work, man. Love the melody in here as well. Great progression, kind of from. I'm not a guitarist, man, but I just know that it sounds good. Like that progression in there was really strong. One of the best instrumentals, I think, on the record. And so we go in. My friends say I'm ugly. Most 14-year-olds, man, they're kind of, they can be mean, man. They can be mean. But my dad says I'm the prettiest thing. And then that repetition there, that was a technique used in the track, man, that I thought was used quite effectively. And then now progressing on. Sometimes I hate you, but right now I just want to go home. And then kind of introducing the family. You got the brother who says that he hates me. That sibling rivalry. Satan is his master. You got that weird older brother, whatever the case may be, who's also trying to find himself, man. And then that ending, into about 8 lines, and my insides are changing right now. I just want to grow up. Because you think as you're growing up that, man, once I'm grown up I'll have life kind of figured out, and then you grow up and you figure, oh man, is this what it is, man? I should have stayed a kid. It's kind of that weird dichotomy, man. When you're younger, you can't wait to grow up, and when you're older, you can't wait to, or you have that nostalgia for when you were a kid, because that time ain't ever coming back, man. And life was simpler in many senses then. But we're gonna finish this record out, man, with the track "Good," and then I'll finish with my favorite tracks and overall score of Rules. All right, "Good," ending the record off with that characteristic laid back vibe that we've become so accustomed to on Rules. And I thought there was something a little different, though. You almost had like that female vocal, or at least it sounded like a female vocal. Maybe he just kind of manipulated it to sound like that. But it takes a plan from hell to do this well. Just kind of sung in that just soft and kind of pretty type of voice. Was again kind of that irony, I think, and that Alex G likes to do, switching those perceptions, man. Kind of doing the opposite of what you would think, and just going through a bit of kind of some metaphors, I think, up in this track as well. Bouncing on the bed, you choked. Something else you said, it woke me up. And noting that he stopped to look for her. Purple in your arm looks good. That's the line that I was like, I was trying to rack my mind. Okay, what is the meaning of the purple? But he says, maybe I'll kiss the ceiling. I think of you. And then that's where we kind of got, it takes a plan from hell to do this well. Yeah, man, solid tune. Kind of encapsulates a lot of the themes just musically of the album as well. Stay here with me. It's what you need. Good way to, good final line up in here, man. And now that'll take me to my favorite tracks on this record. Actually kind of back-ended on this. I'm going to go with Rules, Message, Sandy as the bonus track, and then Miss. Those were my favorite tracks on here, with the honorable mention to Come Back. That was pretty tight as well. Candy I also enjoyed. Thought just the lyricism as we go now to my overall score. really enjoyed the just obviously the laid back nature to this record. This is what I would describe as kind of like a late night album. You know, once the party's over, once you're done with hanging out with your buddies and your friends or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever the case may be, and it's just you in your room sitting there, kind of taking in the day and the night with what's ahead, man, and you kind of maybe getting those feelings a little bit, thinking what's going on in my life, what went wrong, what went right, type of deal. This is one where you can just kind of put on. It has that consistent, just chilled vibe and tone to it that it's not quite demanding from the listener. I don't gotta be like cued in, okay, I gotta really focus in on everything here. You can just kind of get lost in these tracks, and the lyricism, there's not a lot of it, and so that's why whenever Alex G is going in, man, it's powerful, and it does make an impact. And even though it has that melancholic tone, whenever it's paired with that the acoustic guitars and the pretty melodies, it doesn't make for like some of like the heavy listens. There's still some of those bright spots in there for you as well. So I enjoyed this record, man. I if I had to choose, I'd say I liked Trick maybe just a little bit more, but I still enjoyed this record quite a bit, man. I'm gonna be at a 7 out of 10 for me. Good album, good effort by Alex G here yet again, and just encourages me, man, to go through more of his discography. And I liked it too. I mean, pretty concise, man, short, sweet, to the point. No songs drug on too long. Everything seemed to kind of have its place. So I dug this one. Please let me know, y'all, what you think of Rules down in the comment section below. And be sure to give Shane some love, man, for introducing us to Alex G and giving us the platform to get his music out there, hopefully to more people. And anyways, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Thanks again to Shane. And until next time, I will see you.